Hello common people, this is Common Guy Reviews and speaking to you is your lovely host Pepsen. If you enjoyed one movie from a certain director, are you going to enjoy the next one? Answer is simple yes. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a 2009 stop-motion animated adventure comedy film directed by Wes Anderson, who co-wrote it with Noah Baumbach. Or Baumbach, I don't know. Animation is based on the 1970 novel by Roald Dahl. We reviewed Isle of Dogs some time ago and I told you that I was going to get my hands on this, and I'm glad that I did because it was just an awesome movie. Fantastic Mr. Fox tells us about Mr. Fox, who has a steady lifestyle of stealing chicken whenever he can. He does his gigs with his wife, Felicity, and one time when they are raiding a squab farm, they get caught. Felicity then tells Mr. Fox that she is pregnant and for their cub if they survive she wants that he finds a new line of work. They make a promise and some years later live in a hole underground with their son Ash. Mr. Fox now works in a newspaper as a writer and is seemingly unhappy in his situation as he doesn't want to be poor anymore, wants something more for his family, and he takes and buys a nice tree house on top of the hill. Only downside is that it's pretty close to a farmers with a bad reputation, Walt Bogis, Nate Buns and Frank Bean. And Mr. Fox just ignores the real estate agent's warnings that these guys are up to no good. At the same time they get a new visitor, Felicity's nephew, Christopher Silverfox, who comes to live with them due to his father's sudden illness. This family has a lot of going on for them. Mr. Fox has always been overachiever, always been a best in whatever he does, and doesn't want to settle an easy life of mediocrity. So he takes huge risks to aim even higher than he already is. His son Ash feels that he is inferior to everyone else, doesn't get recognition from his parents and now is overshadowed by Christopher, who seems to be natural in everything he does, and gets more attention from Ash's parents. Felicity on the other hand likes to paint and is the one who keeps the house and family intact, but has to carry extra burden from Mr. Fox's shenanigans. This movie shines in its dialogue and humor. Dialogue is often a seemingly mundane conversation between two characters that is just made with quick questions and answers. I really don't know why it was so funny, why I fancied it so. I just always had this slight chuckle at those conversations. Kinda like, if you take some sitcom and take the dialogue and make it witty and clever and put it into this would be like it, you know. I cannot explain it any better, it is just fun to listen to. Humor is mostly due to funny characters and visuals. For example, Mr. Fox talks with his opossum friend Kylie, and their conversation is just hilarious. Kylie is a little simpler than Fox, and often meets his long explanation with a blank stare, and it's just hilarious when Mr. Fox even acknowledges those moments by insisting that Kylie gives him some signal that he is still with him. Also they curse funnily, with switching every curse word with the word cuss, which hurts my ribs a couple times. Of course Mr. Fox yearns for the days he get to play the clever man, as he takes Kylie with him to steal farmer's stuff. But they get caught red-handed at the Bogis cider farm and gets his tail shot off. Bogis is a bitter man and starts a war against Mr. Fox in order to get justice, and is accompanied by the two other farmers. And that's about how the story starts. It is an all-out war because Mr. Fox cannot keep his paws to himself, and has to still just steal and plunder to feel, or more like feel, his superiority complex. He has to be the best, the wittiest and all that. And I feel for Felicity in this situation. She has now 3 children to look after. Every other animal in the forest now suffers because of him, and they need to perhaps come together and solve this mess. Animation-wise, movie excels with making world feeling like inhabited by human and human-like sentient animals. Animals are still animal-sized, they use the same furniture and stuff as humans. They even can communicate with humans. Stop motion is quality work and it has this certain brittle or rough edge in it, which make it feel more handmade. That doesn't mean that I don't like super smooth works like in Kubo or Wallace and Gromit, but somehow just a right amount of roughness on the animation feels like the right thing to do. Story was fine, mostly it was just watching Mr. Fox playing egomaniac and getting everyone else in trouble, but following other characters' story made it better. How Ash tried to find himself through his jealousy or lack of confidence, how Mr. Fox tries to understand that it's okay not to be the best and center of things all the time. How Felicity tries to get through her husband to convey that, etc. There are many other characters too, which I don't go into in this review because I want you, dear listener, to take a look at this for yourself. This has now been third stop-motion animation this year, and I'll have loved every one of them. Between the Isle of Dogs and Fantastic Mr. Fox, I think that this movie took the top shelf place. But this was my review about Fantastic Mr. Fox. Did I get you interested? Remember that it's okay to press like and subscribe buttons, so you can tune into the Common Car Reviews almost every Friday and listen to your lovely host Peps. But I'll see you in the next review. So, goodbye.